Deion Sanders reveals he was treated for bladder cancer and had bladder removed. Coach Prime opened up about being diagnosed with bladder cancer, his decision to remove his bladder, and how soon he'll be back to coaching. Need to know. Deion Sanders has opened up about his bladder cancer. Sanders, 57, said it's been a whole life change since losing his bladder. He has previously dealt with circulatory and blood clot issues resulting in an amputation of toes in 2021 and leg surgeries in 2023. After extensive speculation, Deion Sanders finally revealed the specifics of his ongoing health issues. The Colorado Buffaloes head coach, 57, said in a Monday afternoon press conference that he has been dealing with bladder cancer and had his bladder removed during an off-season surgery, as his doctor said Sanders has been cured of the disease. I am pleased to report that the results from the surgeries are that he is cured from the cancer, Dr. Janet Kukreja, the director of urological oncology at University of Colorado Cancer Center, told members of the media. The doctor spoke alongside Coach Prime and Lauren Askavold, the University of Colorado football team's assistant athletic trainer, at Monday's press conference at the school's athletic center. When we hear that word, it's usually a life sentence attached to it, Sanders said during an emotional point of the press conference. But not this time. Not this time because God got me. Sanders said it's been a whole change, getting used to life without a bladder and the difficulty he's been having using the bathroom, now that he's depending on a urostomy bag. Slowly but surely, I built myself back up, Coach Prime said. I'm able, I'm strong. It has been a tremendous journey, and I'm truly thankful that God is so good. God is so good, you have no idea. You have no idea how good God has been for me to be here. You have no idea. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Sanders, who had 2 toes amputated in 2021 as a result of circulation issue, has kept quiet about his previously unspecified medical issue he first mentioned in June. The health issue prevented Sanders from returning to Boulder to start his preseason coaching duties with the Buffaloes. The 2-time Super Bowl champion has spent the off-season in his Texas home. In a Big 12 media days in early July in Frisco, Texas, he said he was not all the way recovered. In the meantime, Sanders has left his assistant coaches in charge of summer practice. When asked how much he'll rely on his assistant coaches during the regular season, Coach Prime insinuated he's 100% back in control. I don't rely on them, I'm back, Sanders said. I don't rely on them. I'm with them. Throughout his bladder cancer battle this offseason, Sanders said he kept the diagnosis from his sons but told his daughters, who supported him the whole time. The process wasn't easy, Sanders said. My sons to this day don't know what's transpired. I wanted them to really focus on making the team. Sanders said his daughters Shalomi and Deandra were aware, adding they have not left his side since finding out. In the 2023 offseason, Sanders, nicknamed Coach Prime, underwent 2 surgeries to resolve blood clot issues in his legs, 2 years after the amputation of 2 toes. Sanders said he lost around 25 pounds in recent months. Coach Prime joked frequently throughout his press conference, putting a positive spin on his diagnosis and recovery, especially while talking about his difficulty peeing. Sanders told the media that fans should expect to see a porta-potty on the sideline during upcoming Colorado games to help him get through each contest. If you see a porta-potty on the sideline, it's real, Sanders laughed while noting he was being serious. I'm telling you, you're going to see it. Having recovered, Sanders will return to a new-look Buffaloes with the departure of Sanders' son Shadur in the draft to the Cleveland Browns and 2025 Heisman winner Travis Hunter to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We already got 1 win stacked up, Sanders smiled as he reflected on the upcoming season. For months, Deion Sanders, the Hall of Fame cornerback, electric coach of the Colorado Buffaloes and larger-than-life personality known as Coach Prime, had been the subject of whispers. His sudden weight loss, his limited mobility, his absence from several media days. Fans speculated, reporters danced around the topic, and critics suggested burnout. But on a quiet Sunday morning in July, the truth came straight from Deion himself. In a somber yet inspiring Instagram video, Sanders addressed the world not as the legend he is, but as a man who had faced one of life's cruelest trials. I had bladder cancer. They had to take the bladder. That's why I've been off the field, moving slow and feeling different. But I'm here. I'm alive. And I'm grateful. And just like that, the noise disappeared. The battle behind the flash. To understand the gravity of this revelation, you have to understand Prime. Deion Sanders has never done anything quietly. Whether it was high-stepping into the end zone, suiting up for both the NFL and MLB on the same weekend, or transforming Colorado football into a national spectacle, he did it all with flash and fearlessness. But cancer doesn't care about highlight reels. According to sources close to the family, Sanders had been dealing with bladder issues for over a year, quietly undergoing tests while continuing to coach his team, mentor his sons, and promote hope for HBCUs and Black athletes nationwide. The diagnosis came late last season, a rare but aggressive form of bladder cancer that required immediate action. For a man who once ran a 4.2 40-yard dash, the irony of being slowed down not by age or injury, but by his own body turning against itself, wasn't lost on him. "The doctors told me I'd lose more than my bladder," Sanders shared. "They said I might lose my ability to walk, to work, maybe even my life. I told them, I've lost a lot before. But I'm not losing this fight." A father's hidden struggle. Perhaps most heartbreaking was the timing. His son, Deion Sanders, was preparing for the biggest transition of his life, from college football star to rookie quarterback in the NFL. Drafted by the Cleveland Browns, Deion entered training camp surrounded by pressure, media noise, and the tall shadow of his father's legacy. But as the world speculated on Deijon's progress, the young quarterback was carrying a secret most couldn't see. His father was fighting for his life. Insiders close to the Sanders family revealed that Deijon would fly between practices and hospital visits, squeezing in moments with Deion while trying to prove himself to the Browns' coaching staff. Many wondered why Deijon seemed distracted in early camp sessions. Now we know. Watching him walk into that hospital room with his playbook in one hand and my hand in the other. "That's the strongest I've ever seen my son," Deion said, choking back tears in the video. "Forget the NFL. That's a man.